Hi, everybody. I wanted to hop on here tonight, and I'm so sorry about what happened earlier today. So, just in case you weren't, you didn't watch the other little videos, excuse me. So, I was trying out something I've never done before. So, kind of that's what I get for trying out something new. You guys were the kind of the guinea pigs for my situation. I was trying out FaceTime with the screen share, and um, didn't work so well. So apparently, you can't show yourself and your screen share at the same time. Or if you can, I don't know how that works. Sorry, my necklace is a little distracting to me right now. Um, so I don't know how that works. And apparently it didn't work for me. So I did my intro, I stopped it, started over with my screen share, talked to the computer for 30 minutes, and then did my closing with my face, and there's no middle section. So sometimes life just happens that way. What do they say, live TV? So yeah, I'm very sorry. So let's give this another whirl. Hopefully that just that whole real world thing happens to all of us, and you guys can understand and forgive me this time, and I'll try to do better next time. So I'm going to go ahead and start again, just introducing myself a little bit. My name is Jamie, and I am a gold leader with doTERRA International. And I started my business. Actually, I started as a customer about 6 years ago, and it started as a need for as a diabetic. I was diagnosed as a diabetic for the first time, and I'll tell a lot more about this in the testimonial section here in a few days. But basically, my doctor started me on essential oils, and I had great success in a very short amount of time. After I conquered my blood sugar, then I took on my blood pressure. And then we've had lots and lots of great success stories through the years in our whole family. So I'll be sharing some of those things with you later in the testimonial section. But I did want to just tell you a little bit about where I come from. Excuse me. Since I have since I mean, as soon as things started happening really great with my oils and my health, then I decided to start sharing because I wanted everybody that I knew, family, friends, everybody, to know about the amazing blessings that come in these little brown bottles, and how it all works together. I do also want to tell you, I'm sorry that it's late that I have to redo this, but I did have a great afternoon. After I got off the call earlier today, even though it didn't work, um, I had my some friends, and we went to Ennis to the Bluebonnet Trails. And if you've never had the opportunity to do that, I strongly recommend it. Unfortunately, it's that time of year where the bluebonnets are starting to fade, and the grass is getting taller than the bluebonnets. As we spoke to someone at dinner who said that that freeze that we had in February, that hard, cold, snowvid thing that we had, where they call it snowmageddon, it set the bluebonnets back a couple of weeks. And so basically, he said usually the bluebonnets grow and then the grass grows, a couple of weeks later. But the bluebonnets were set back to grow about the same times that the bluebonnets that the grass did. And so the grass was just as prolific as the bluebonnets, and you didn't see them as well as usual. So they tell us that what we saw today was not nearly as amazing as it usually is, and that we need to make plans to make sure we go next year. Excuse me. So those trails are open from April 1st to April 30th. So there's another weekend, but don't know how great it'll be. So anyway, just wanted to tell you that's what we did today. So I apologize for the lateness, but the greatness of this is that you can watch it anytime you want. So excuse me. So let's get this show on the road. I did want to mention, as I did in my intro that you saw earlier today, there are two other educators that will be on here. One is Leah Lanahan, who is a new builder with doTERRA, and I'm super excited to have her on my team. She's just an amazing person, and I think she's going to bring a whole new excitement to what we do. And then we've got Cindy Kirby, who is also, she's a longtime, very good friend of mine, coworker as well. And so she is a leader on my team, and she's She's hilarious, and she's going to bring a whole new, a great new angle to everything as well. She has a lot of great testimonies, and so I look forward to them sharing with you. They may do more of theirs in typing a testimony or something. They might do a Facebook Live. I don't know. We'll see how comfortable they are with that. But so just be watching for them. So basically, we're your three hosts and educators for the week, and I hope that we bring a whole new angle to things for you, that you can learn some great new things this week about essential oils, whether you knew them already or whether you are learning as we go. The first thing, let me get a screen share going here. This is the whole reason I had problems earlier. So now I'm going through my Zoom. So hold, please. All right. So let me get back here to the beginning and hit present. So now I hope you can see this. Excuse me. So essential oils made easy. I'm going to do kind of an overview with you so you can have all the information up front. And then throughout the week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take chunks of this class and be a little more detailed with them, spend a little more time on each chunk. And so this is our essential oils made easy class. I want you to know that the goal for this class is to empower you, to make sure that you have the tools in your toolbox that you need to be able to take care of, illness, things that are bothering you around you, throughout your family. Maybe it's just your own personal health, but things that you have going on that you can take care of with essential oils. So to be empowered to take that step without, maybe before you even call a doctor. I'm not saying there's no such thing or no place for a doctor or even for some of the modern medications that we see today. But these are things that you can try first before you even go there. So I want you to know that when you leave this class, you will have found out that there are 3 cool things about essential oils. There are 3 ways to use essential oils, and then I'm going to show you how to get your oils in your home. So first of all is the 3 cool things. And the first cool thing about essential oils is that, excuse me, they are safe for you to use. They're safe for newborns, pregnant mamas, all different ages and stages of life. And they are 100% safe and natural. There is nothing added, nothing taken away from the doTERRA essential oils. There is no side effect. There is no addiction. And so for those reasons, you can count on it being safe for you and your family to use. They come from the extracts of the plants from all different kinds, the leaves, the flowers, the buds, the roots, and so forth and so on. And they are 50 to 70 times more potent than the dried herb. So when you think about that, let me just use an example. My little bottle of peppermint here. My grandmother used to have me drink peppermint tea if my stomach was upset. And it worked. It was good. But if she had had essential oils, then 1 drop of that peppermint oil would have been the equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. So that just goes to show how much more potent essential oils are than the dried herb that we use in teas and in seasonings. I'm going to go ahead and do this little experiment. If you have some peppermint with you, I always ask people to put a drop in their hand, take a big whiff. Don't get it in your eyes because it will burn. Take a big whiff. It's so invigorating. It kind of wakes you up. It gives you energy. It smells amazing. It's great for your respiratory issues, digestive issues. Rubbing it on your head and your neck will help release that tension. Headaches are gone. Excuse me. It freshens your breath. It just on and on and on. Peppermint's just an amazing oil. And so I use it all the time. Probably, I can't tell you it's one of my favorites because they all kind of are, but peppermint is something that I use quite often, and I'll talk about it a little bit more later. But peppermint is, like it says here, it's energizing. It promotes clear breathing. It cools you down. So using it like it when you go to a ball game, spritzing it on yourself, rubbing it on your neck. You put a cold rag, you get a rag and you get it wet and kind of get it cool, and you put that on your neck. Putting some peppermint on that would help with that as well. So it's going to cool your body down. It helps relieve temperature or fever. And so for kiddos, putting it on the bottoms of their feet and down their spine so that they don't get it in their eyes is very important. But it will help bring down their fever. It relieves head pressure, like I said. So our doTERRA essential oils, our guarantee that we stand behind is called our CPTG. Let me start over. CPTG, certified pure tested grade product that we have. That just is our guarantee to prove the purity and the potency of what we have. And so you don't have that with other essential oils. And I want you to know that as I talk through all of this, I am only talking about doTERRA essential oils. I would never tell you to do any of the things that I'm about to tell you with any other oils, because we don't know from what their backgrounds are. We don't know what may or may not have been added to it to water it down, to to basically rip you off for a product that you're not really paying for because it's got other junk in it. A lot of times when people talk about they don't like the smell of something, it's because it's got fake chemically laden junk in it. And I'm sorry, but when they are selling essential oils at AutoZone, that ought to be a red flag. Don't buy me. When they charge $6 for something, don't buy me. Something's wrong. Those are signs that should be going off for you at all times. And so you basically get what you pay for. If you're paying almost nothing, you're getting nothing. I will just promise you that. But doTERRA tests our oils 11 different ways, and we stand behind it with that CPTG guarantee or testing promise that we have. And I'll talk a lot more about that later on, but that is the first introduction I want you to have. The first cool thing is that that essential oils are safe. doTERRA essential oils are also effective. So I want you to think back to biology 101, and we know that we're made up of cells, and cells have a membrane, and essential oils can penetrate that cell membrane and get to the inside part of your cell and work at the most basic level that we have. So when you think about that, that's telling you that, we talk often about how modern medicine or modern approaches treat the symptoms, but not the cause of the problem. So getting to the root cause of a problem is the most important thing, trying to heal it from that standard rather than just taking care of the symptoms and making you feel better for a small amount of time. So when you think about that oil is able to penetrate that cell wall, get to this inside of that cell and work from the cellular level out and take care of the root of the problem. Again, I'll talk a little bit more about that later on when I talk about the 3 cool things and at length, but I did want to just tell you that that's why we know they're effective, because they can penetrate that cell wall. On Guard is an oil here that we talk about with effectiveness because it promotes healthy cellular function. It soothes a sore throat. As it says here, it's great for cleaning. I have a lot of the products. I have the laundry detergent, the hand soap, the toothpaste, the cleaner concentrate that I clean my house with. And it smells amazing. So when you're cleaning with it, it smells really good. It smells kind of like Christmas in a bottle. It's a really great oil. So that is the second cool thing about essential oils is that they're effective. The third cool thing is that they're affordable. They are more affordable than traditional medical care. And I'm going to give you a line that my doctor uses. She says that you're either going to supplement your health or you're going to subsidize your illness. Think about that. I'm going to say it again. I want you to think about what I'm saying. You are either going to supplement your health, or you're going to subsidize your illness. Basically, what that is saying is that you're going to pay one way or the other. And so I opt to pay for my health, to put money into the healthy side of things. supplementing what's already working in my body, fixing the things that aren't, so that I don't have to wait till I'm sick and then deal with it. I would rather deal with things like this. I am not quick to go to a doctor. Um, as a matter of fact, if you know me at all and you know that if I go to a doctor, then you know that something's way wrong, that essential oils are going to struggle to fix. So I just love having my little toolbox here that I take care of. So I want to give you an example of that affordability. Essential oils are really going to be pennies per dose or per drop. I'm pulling out, well, I was going to pull out my tea tree, and my tea tree is not in my box. That is really strange. I must have taken it to another part of the house. Okay, so I'll just start with lavender. So let's just use an earache for an example, because for me, my allergies tend to irritate my ears. My ears get stopped up. They itch. They hurt. There's lots of pressure. And so I will put 1 drop of lavender and 1 drop of tea tree oil in my hand, and I mix it up, and then I rub it around my ear and just go down this eustachian tube and around. Don't ever put an oil in your ear, because if you had some sort of reaction or problem, you couldn't get it out. And so just making sure that you put it around the ear, it's going to absorb into your ear and take care of the problem anyway. And within seconds, I will never forget the very first time I did that. I had just gotten my kit and I was scared to death, didn't know what to do, but I had that ear problem. So I texted the girl who signed me up, and she said, oh, 1 drop of each and then rub it around your ear. And girls and boys, let me just tell you, before I did that and before I even got the lid screwed back on the bottles, my ear had opened up and stopped itching. It was amazing. And so that is something that I think is so important for everybody to understand, is that these oils are going to work quickly and at pennies per dose. When I put each of those drops in my hand, it's about 20 cents, because I think one is like 8 cents a drop and one is maybe 11, something like that. But it's very close. When you put that in your hand, when you use that, it's about 20 cents for that dosage. And then if I had to do it a few hours later, another 20 cents. And then another, I mean, I'm not even to $1 yet, another 20 cents, that's 60 cents. That's 3 treatments for my ear. So I think you can see how it's going to work out much better than if I had to take a day off to go to a doctor, and I've got my copay, and then I've got to pay for my prescription, and then I've got to have the gas to get there and back. If I had young children, I would have to find some sort of babysitter situation for my kids to attend while I go do that. So you can see how that would just add up over time. And remember, I said that this is treating more than just the pain and the itching or whatever. It is taking care of the root of the problem. So it is amazing when you think of it that way. So you could literally save hundreds of dollars on medical costs. Then when you think about the fact that not only did I buy this for ear problems, I bought lavender for a lot of other things. So when you see here, lavender is calming for your mind, for your skin. It's a natural antihistamine, so it's an important part of our allergy blend. It's going to it's going to stop bug bites from itching, and it's going to calm a rash down when it's agitated and angry. And it smells amazing, and it's going to be great in a bath when you're trying to get the kids to start to to settle down before bedtime. It's a great relaxer for you in your bath with some Epsom salt to help just relax from the stresses of the day. So lavender's all things calming when you think of it that way. Tea tree oil is going to be, it's basically our hair, skin, and nail oil, and it's going to take care of all of those 3 areas beautifully. It also is a great cleanser. I use it in my homemade soft scrub that I use for my shower, and it helps fight mold and mildew. So I'll talk a whole lot more about all of those things, but I wanted you to see that the 3 cool things about essential oils: they're safe, they're effective, and they're affordable. Next, there we have three ways that we use essential oil. The first way is aromatically. So that just means that you're smelling it. You have it in your diffuser, you put it on a cotton ball, whether you put it like in the vents of your car to make your car smell good, or if you've got teenagers with stinky feet and you put a cotton ball with purify and tea tree oil and drop that in those stinky shoes. Those shoes are going to smell better the next day. Whether you are just putting it in your hand like we did and smelling it, taking a deep inhale, or if you even want to take it further and you want to, I had a thought and I lost it. Spritz it in the air. It's smelling it just out of the bottle. I mean, simplest way there is, just smelling it out of the bottle is going to be huge. So when you are smelling those oils, what's happening is it's going through the olfactory nerve behind your nose into the limbic system in your brain that God put in our brains to have us have a quick response to something. So think about it. When you smell smoke or something burning, you immediately start to track down the source of that smell. And it's going to help you. And so that instant response is important. When you smell a flower, what do? Oh, when you smell a baby after it's been in the bathtub, and it's got that sweet little smell in its neck, and then just it's very comforting and soothing and calming. So when you think about those things, you can see here it says that it's going to positively affect your mood. It can cleanse the air, and it can support respiratory systems. It can support lots of different things. So whether you're diffusing it or just smelling it in those random different ways that we've talked about, aromatic use is going to be a very important use. Also see here that it has this letter A. Anytime you see that on something, it's going to let you know that you use that aromatically. The second way that we use essential oils is topically. That means you're going to do it on your skin, okay? Topically. So if you are having a headache, putting peppermint on your forehead or across the base of your hairline, down your neck, it's going to have localized benefits. So when you are, like I talked about in my ear, obviously using that topically there in that area is going to focus. It's going to focus right there. So a couple of things to think about when you're using things topically. And like I said, I'll get into this a lot more in detail later, but you can dilute it with fractionated coconut oil. What that is that's a picture of it right here. And it is coconut oil that has had the fatty cells removed, and it's going to stay in liquid form. It's going to, so whether you're having achy muscles and joints, whether you have a rash, if you are just targeting an area, let's say that you are feeling stressed or anxious, your feelings have been hurt, things of that nature, rubbing calming oils on your heart is going to be important, things like that. So using things topically is going to be very important. So you can dilute your oils. Some of them are hot. Especially for kiddos, you're going to want to dilute with some kind of a carrier oil. And what that carrier oil does is not only does it dilute it, but I want you to think of it as a driver. So it's going to drive that oil into your skin, into that particular area, and make it go to work faster. And it's going to also keep that, what that means is it's also keeping it from flashing off, from evaporating very quickly. And so that's very important for you to know. Excuse me, the bottoms of your feet are a great topical use because the pores on the bottoms of your feet are the largest pores in the body. So what that translates to is that very quickly that's going to get into your system. When you put oils on the bottoms of your feet, within 30 seconds, it's going to get into your bloodstream. Within 30 minutes, it will have touched every cell in your whole body and gone to work to do its job. So very important topical use is on the bottoms of your feet to help it get into your system as quickly as possible. You see the letter T there for topical use. So anytime you are looking in any kinds of books or any kind of literature, you will understand that the A is aromatic and the T is for topical. The third way that we use essential oils is internally. And a lot of people feel kind of funny about that because they know that there are some oils out there that say, caution, do not ingest, those types of things. With doTERRA essential oils, not only is it safe for most of them, it is recommended. Whether you're putting them in your water. So for instance, All the citrus oils are great in your water. Lime, lemon, I think tangerine and grapefruit are some of my favorites. Bergamot, um, can't, I'm just trying to think, some, a wild orange. Those are all some great. Slim and Sassy is a good one. It's a combination of lots of different oils, especially grapefruit. And so it's really good in your water too. And so those are going to help with whatever, maybe you're drinking some peppermint or some um, spearmint to help with some digestive issues. Maybe you are dealing with, you just want to freshen your breath or wake yourself up. All of these oils are going to help with that. All the citrus oils are going to be very detoxifying to your system. So it's going to help flush junk out. I do want to say that whenever you are drinking your essential oils, especially those citrus oils, do not drink them out of plastic because they are going to break down the phytochemicals in the plastic, and then you're drinking that, and you don't want that stuff in your system. So instead, always drink your essential oils in stainless steel or glass. Very, very important for you to remember. You could also drink your essential oils in, or take your essential oils in a veggie cap. So let me pull one out and show you what that looks like. It's just this clear, plain, well, it's falling apart. This clear, plain little capsule. It's made from seaweed, and so it is going to digest very quick, or dissolve very quickly within your system. And you just, and so there's nothing wrong with this. It's not going to hurt you. And you just put your drops of oil in there, close it up, and then pop it in your mouth and take it like any other capsule that you would take. So when I first started, I've told you that my blood sugar was my first issue. Two oils that I took for my blood sugar. One is cinnamon, and it is very hot. You don't want to just put that in your mouth. And the second one is coriander that tastes disgusting. So because I didn't want to put that in my mouth like it was, I make my little capsule of cinnamon and coriander every day and put that in that little veggie cap and take it so it starts to dissolve down here, and I didn't have to taste it, you know. And if I take it with food, I'm not burping it up either. So, so the veggie cap is another way to take something internally. You can also put it under your tongue. I put frankincense and copaiba under my tongue every morning and every evening to help my system stay in check, to help fight inflammation, because we know that all illness and things come from inflammation, even pain. So to help with pain and inflammation and to keep that at bay, I put frankincense and copaiba under my tongue every morning, and it helps get it, when you're taking something sublingually, it gets into your bloodstream really fast. So, and you can also cook with your essential oils, girls and boys, let me tell you. I already made pretty good guacamole, I feel like. But when I started doing oils and I put 1 drop of black pepper and 1 drop of lime in my guacamole, heaven help, it is amazing. So just telling you, because cooking with oils is also awesome. So the 3 ways that we use essential oils: aromatically, topically, and internally. So very interesting, great ways to use your oils. Notice here with internally, then you also have the eye that you can see that is going to kind of be your flag to know how you can take things internally. Let me give you a real quick, well, I'll do that when we do our little, our more in-depth lesson later. Okay, so now a quick jaunt through some of our oils. First is lemon. Notice you can use it all 3 ways. Like I mentioned, it's a great detoxifier. It's going to clean your body as you drink it in your water, and it tastes so amazing. So lemon oil comes from the rind of the lemon, not the pulp, and it's very strong smelling, smells like sunshine in a bottle. It's just amazing. Next is frankincense. Again, you can use it all 3 ways. I want you to know with frankincense, I usually tell people that Frank is my homeboy. So if you don't know what to use for your essential oil needs, then call Frank, because he's going to be able to take care of it. It really is going to take care of lots of different situations. When we think of Frank, I like to tell people that it is a major anti-inflammatory. It's going to calm down your anxious feelings. It is great as you're aging. It's going to be great for your skin and take care of some of those those age spots and different things, because it works so well cellularly, and it helps cells perform optimally. Digest Zen. can also be used all three ways. I will say I've never put it in a diffuser. It's not a smell that I want to smell throughout my whole house. But I have put it in my hands or smelled it from the bottle. Mostly I use it topically or internally. So here's what I want you. I want you to watch me. Digest-In is our digest blend. Excuse me. And it helps work on anything digestively from whole to whole, if you get my drift. Sorry if that's too crude for some of you, but it really does take care of anything from any indigestion, heartburn, upset stomach, that Pepto-Bismol commercial, diarrhea. It's going to take care of all of those things, morning sickness, motion sickness, all of those types of things. If it's a situation that you have recurring problems with, then I would recommend that you take a couple of drops at every meal just to help you digest your meal every time that you eat. Whether you take a couple of drops in your water, put it under your tongue. It tastes like licorice and smells a little bit like that as well. So I don't think it's offensive at all. Um, but it's also going to work in a veggie cap. We already offer it in a soft gel, so you can buy it that way for ease of use, and it's going to be very helpful. And I'll share some stories about that later. But Digest-In is the bomb. Next is Deep Blue. Deep Blue is our soothing blend. And so it's going to smell kind of like, it's going to be reminiscent of Icy Hot, BioFreeze, those types of products, Bengay, because you're going to use those on your aching muscles and sore joints, those kinds of things. It's going to help with headaches. My husband doesn't have any hair, so I use something else for headaches that I rub on my forehead and the base of my neck. But he really likes me to put Deep Blue on him. And also we have a product called Deep Blue Rub that is a cream that has Deep Blue in it. And so I'll put that oil on his head for his headache and then rub the cream on to kind of seal it in, and it helps his headaches tremendously. So Deep Blue is going to be great. Tennis elbow, if you have bad knees, ankles, all those types of things, Deep Blue is going to be your best friend. You can see there it is to be used aromatically or topically. This is not one that you would ingest. Breathe is probably one of my best friends. It is something that helps your lungs and sinuses. It keeps clear breathing. I use this in my diffuser every night so that I can sleep well, because there's just those times where maybe you slept with your mouth open or whatever, and it stops you up and you start to snore and those kinds of problems. If you're not breathing well, then you're not sleeping well. And so I make sure that I put Breathe in my diffuser every night when I go to bed. Little side story, I have a little old Cavalier King Charles Spaniel who also has snored for years. I swear there were times where I'm pretty sure the windows and the doors were shaking because she snored so badly. But she, when I started diffusing Breathe in my diffuser, she stopped snoring. So it's working on her as well. So I think maybe that's another reason I can sleep pretty well. But Breathe is amazing. So putting it on your chest when you're coughing or you're having some lung type issues, bronchial things, especially right now with the air and the pollen like it is, Breathe is going to be very helpful for you. It's also really good for asthmatics. So Breathe is our respiratory blend, such a stellar piece that I have in my toolbox. Wild Orange. So let's talk about Wild Orange a second. It's going to be energizing, it's invigorating, but it uplifts your mood. So I want you to know that naturally Wild Orange contains a constituent that, much like the man-made stuff in antidepressants, is going to have an instant effect on your mood and how you're processing your mental wellness. And so it's going to be very important. It's all natural. It will not cause addictions, and it will not have any kind of side effects like those man-made substances in the antidepressants that we buy, or that some people buy. I've never had them, so I wouldn't know. But Wild Orange is going to be the natural answer to that. You can use it all three ways. I like to put it in my palms of my hands and rub it on my wrists. And then when I'm doing things, of course, even with my bracelets and stuff, having Wild Orange around me and on me at all times is very helpful, especially when the stressors of my job get kind of high. So wild orange is an amazing oil. Next is adaptive. And adaptive is one of our newest blends. It is a calming blend, and it is going to be very important to help with anxiety, with nerves, with stress, dealing with stress. Look at what it does there, that second bullet. It improves sustained attention while easing the mind. And if your mind is calm, then you're going to be able to pay attention. And doesn't that make such perfect sense? And I just love that. So when you can inhale it deeply to calm your heart and mind, rub it on your heart. I know that sometimes when I have something happening at work that I know is going to be a little bit of a stressor for me, I'll put it in my diffuser. I rub it on my hands, my wrists, the back of my neck, put it on my heart, and it really kind of helps the process. And it calms my nerves a lot. So the adaptive blend is so important. Next is copaiba. So when you think copaiba, I want you to think all things pain and inflammation. It is soothing. It will help with aches and pains. Like I said, it settles your body and your mind down to prepare you for sleep. And it basically just calms your entire nervous system. So when you think of it, notice it comes in that picture. You see it's comes from the copaiba tree. And what doTERRA has done is they've taken four different four different types, there's a word I'm looking, species of copaiba tree, and they have combined those four different types into this oil to give it its most perfect, purest form of this oil that's going to take care of aches and pains and inflammation. There are some amazing stories coming out about copaiba. And like I said, that's one of the oils I put under my tongue every morning and night. And you can see that you can use it 3 different ways. It's also really great for your skin. And so it is a part of my skin regimen as well. Balance. So balance is my very good friend. I just put it, there it is. Balance. I love me some balance. It's a grounding blend. So what that means is it kind of helps you to balance and ground your emotions and help everything stay settled. You're not going to be as and it's going to help calm down anger. It's going to help calm down anxiety. Very calming for your mind and body. Use it in a relaxing massage. Put it in your diffuser. I have a roller ball that I've made with balance and citrus bliss. I'll talk about that in a minute. And they call that the tantrum tamer. It's just amazing. So balance is my good friend. When diffused, it provides a tranquil aroma, and it really smells so amazing. I like to use it for perfume as well sometimes. Next is citrus bliss. It's what I like to mix with balance for my calming down, for my mood tamer, my tantrum tamer, whatever you want to call it. It's very uplifting. It promotes feelings of cheerfulness. And I also have, like I told you, I mix those two together in a roller ball and make my own type of perfume that I use. That's very calming. So citrus bliss is an important oil. Only using citrus bliss and balance as aromatically and topically. Those are not oils to be taken internally. So that's just a peek at some of our top oils that we have. So I want you to think for a second, what would you say are your top 3 health concerns? Maybe it's sleep, maybe it's anxiety, maybe it's allergies, maybe it's digestive issues. Perhaps it is a child that can't focus very well. Lots and lots of different issues that we have in our everyday lives that you may want to tackle. So think for a second about what those may be. Needing some healthy, natural solutions for those. Now, I want you to imagine your life, your daily life, without those concerns. I would love to help you with that. I would love to put these treasures in your hands or in your toolbox to help you be able to have a life that where these health concerns don't exist, or at least where they're a whole lot less concerning than they have been in the past. So that is what I want you to think about as we go forward. So if you really want to feel awesome, doTERRA's #1 product, even though we are an essential oils company, our #1 product is our Lifelong Vitality Pack. It is our foundational health. When you think about building a house, you don't build your house on sand, you build your house on stone or rock, a very firm foundation that's going to help it to stay as sturdy as you need it to be. If you don't have that safe, firm foundation, then the house will crumble. And not only that, but it's going to be very expensive to fix those or repair the problems that you have. So by having a good, strong vitamin base to your life, you would need to try out our Lifelong Vitality Pack. It is our maximum nutrition for energy, focus, relief, and well-being. It is our number one product. And when you purchase this, you have a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If at the end of 30 days you've used this and you're not feeling better, you're not having the changes and the benefits that you thought you might have, you just send your empty bottles back to doTERRA and they'll give you your money back. So why would you not want to try this? To me, that is just a no-brainer. So I will tell you that doTERRA has not had to do that very often because it has such a great track record. So the three products in our Lifelong Vitality Pack are, first, the Microplex VMZ. That is our whole food multivitamin and mineral. And basically the whole food fruits and vegetables that are in there, it comes out to 11 servings of fruits and vegetables. So it's more even than the daily recommended allotment. Alpha CRS is our antioxidant, cellular energy, and longevity combination. So that's what you're going to get out of that. Then you have your XE Omega, which is omegas 3, 6, and 9. A healthy balance of those three omegas is so important. And then there are 9 essential oils in that combination as well. You can see there, I'm not going to spend a lot of time, I'm not going to read to you, but you can see there are lots of great side effects, I hate to say that, lots of benefits to taking our Lifelong Vitality Pack. DNA protection, immune function, eye, brain, and nervous system, stress management, heart health, on and on and on. So I will tell you that once we started taking the Lifelong Vitality Pack in my home, our moods improved, our sleep improved, our weight. I'm not going to say we lost a lot of weight, but once you have things that are balanced, then there is a certain amount of weight loss that happens because things are working well in your system. So, and I can tell you that those horrible occasions that I forget to place an order and have my new Lifelong pack ready to go, it's obvious, man, we just feel sluggish and dead, and it's hard to get through our days, and we have no energy, and our mood is not what it should be. So running out of the Lifelong Vitality Pack is a major no-no in our house. But I strongly, strongly recommend this. So once you have this foundation working so well with our Lifelong Vitality Pack, then keeping it working well with the essential oils makes it easy. So let's talk about purchasing. There's 2 ways that you can purchase with doTERRA. And the first way is that you, just like Sam's or Costco, we have a $35 membership that you pay, and then you can pick your own products. So let's just say you want to work on sleep and you pay your $35 membership fee, and then you want to add some lavender, some serenity, maybe cedarwood, and vetiver. You want to add a few oils that help with sleep and start to work on just one ailment. That's fine. You can do that. But the other way, and probably our most popular option, is by purchasing with an enrollment kit. And when you purchase with an enrollment kit that we have, and I'm going to show you several of them here in a second, basically doTERRA waives that $35 membership fee. They bundle those products together for a deep, deep discount. And so, excuse me, so this is the best way to purchase essential oils. So what can you expect from me? When you purchase your membership or you buy your enrollment kit, you're getting me or Leah or Cindy or whomever your advocate is, you're getting them as your personal educator, your personal consultant. You're going to get a welcome packet with your purchase. You're going to have personal consultations with your advocate. You get access to our VIP education group, and corporately ours is called Olia Vitae, and what that oil education, and what that basically means is oils of life in Latin. And so we put you in that group, and it's a private group, and we do lots of educating there. We post our monthly promos. People can ask questions for whatever they're dealing with. And so it's a really great way to have community. I do giveaways often. and there's just ongoing support within that group. So you basically get stuck with us as your advocates to help take care of you and keep you educated, because the very worst thing that could happen is for you to get your kit and we don't follow up and talk to you about what to do with those oils, and you just lose interest. You have buyer's remorse. Why did I spend that money? And we don't want that to happen. We want you to have the same excellent benefits and life-changing testimonies that we have. And so by having us, then we provide all that for you. So let's talk about our kits. And basically, I've got 5 in this PowerPoint to show you. The first one is our new Aroma Essentials kit. It says goodbye toxins, hello nature. And so basically, these are ways to clean the air, to help you breathe and have a great mood, things like that. And it comes with this beautiful diffuser. This diffuser has 4 different lights. One is there's a dim purple, a bright purple, a dim white, and a bright white. And it's really pretty, and it is I believe it, oh yeah, it's it goes up to 4 hours, and it's just a really great diffuser. It comes with these 10 oils. Now, let me show you one thing that you can't tell very well in that picture. All of these oils are a 5 milliliter bottle. Okay. That means there's about 80 doses or 80 drops in each bottle. So this is a great starter kit to start to learn how the oils work, how they improve your mood. They brighten they clean the air in your house and those types of things. So this is kit number 1. It's $149.50. And that's a savings of $57.50. So that's a really deep discount on this kit. And there are some great ones in here that you don't get just in everything. I will tell you, citrus bloom is an oil that you cannot just purchase at all times. And then you've got your Northern Escape over here, which is a good oil for breathing. Men really like this because it's very woodsy. It smells like cedar, and not doesn't smell like cedar, but it smells like trees. And so it's a really good earthy blend, and it's really great for respiratory issues. Look, guys, it has adaptive, that very important stress management oil that I discussed. There's balance. Cheer, our uplifting blend. Serenity is a good restful blend for sleep. Putting that in your diffuser, rubbing it on your bottoms of your feet is going to help with sleep. There's Breathe. So this is a great kit with amazing oils in it. So this is kit number 1, and I'll tell you why that's important in a little bit. Kit number 2 is the Healthy Start Kit. This has our top 10 oils. So it's the oils that I talked about mostly with the, let's see, there's your tea tree, lemon, breathe, frankincense, peppermint, lavender, On Guard, oregano. We didn't talk about oregano, but oregano is a natural antibiotic. Digestin, we talked about, and Deep Blue. And it comes with this 10-hour diffuser that is also nice. This is one of my favorite diffusers. They call it the Pebble diffuser. This kit is $160. And it again is the 5 milliliter 80 drop bottles. Okay, so that's real important because we're going to change in just a minute, and I'm going to show you why knowing that's important. But great kit to start with, especially it's called the Healthy Start, because basically you're going to be able to take care of any health issue, basic health issue, obviously, in your home with you or your family with these 10 oils. And being the smaller bottles, it kind of helps you get your feet wet and see what's going to work and what's going to be best for your situations. Next is the Healthy Habits Kit. I generally don't show this kit, but because we do that foundation slide in this slideshow, I did want to go ahead and keep it in here. So this is kit number 3, and see that it starts with those 3 foundational vitamins and minerals, the Lifelong Vitality Pack. It comes with our probiotic called PB Assist. It comes with our digestive enzyme, Terrazyme. That is an oil that a supplement that I cannot do without in my home, because what that does is I take one with every meal, and it helps my body start to digest and break down food into a much easier to process situation. So Terrazyme is very important. And the oils here are tangerine, lavender, frankincense, balance, and On Guard. So a really great sampling of some of those major oils that we start with. Again, the 5 mil 80 drop bottles. And then Deep Blue Rub is that cream, that icy hot cream, if you will, that you put on to any kind of sore muscles, achy joints, those kinds of things. I use that as a massage oil, lotion as well. I take that to my masseuse, and that's what she uses to massage my back. So Deep Blue is amazing. So kit number 3, it's $195. And I was going to tell you the savings there. It is a $78.92 savings. That's pretty huge. So there's the Healthy Habits Kit. Great, another great kit. Then we have the Home Essentials Kit, and I'm just going to tell you this is the kit that I started with. It's got that pedal diffuser there, and it's got our top 10. Well, these aren't the exact top 10 oils because it does have copaiba, balance, and adaptive in it. So those are 3 really stellar oils that they put in place of a couple of oils. I think like we don't have oregano on this one. We do not have frankincense, and we don't have, can't think what the third one is. Tea tree. There's no tea tree here. But having copaiba for pain and inflammation, balance for grounding, and adaptive for stress management, this makes this an amazing kit. I will tell you, this is the kit I started with. Notice that it is $249, but let me show you something. Remember, I told you earlier that the other kits have the 5 milliliter bottles that are 80 drops. Well, this kit has the 15 milliliter bottles. I don't know if you can really tell much of a difference here. This is 240 drops. So it's 3 times the oil in this little bottle, and the price is not even doubled. So that's a pretty great discount. This is actually a savings of $104.50. So to me, this is a stellar buy right here. Lots of bang for your buck right here. So kit number 4. And then kit number 5 that I'm showing you shows you the Natural Solutions kit. This one shows everything that you need for a lifestyle change in your home. As you not only are working on your foundational health, you're helping to supplement with the digestive enzyme. We have our PB Assist, which is our probiotic. We've got our On Guard Plus daily supplement to help to keep your immune system working well. There's our On Guard hand soap, On Guard toothpaste. Correct-X is kind of our version of Neosporin, if you will. There's a bottle to put your hand soap in. This is the diffuser. This is a hand lotion. And basically that lotion is, it's unscented. And so my husband uses that on his bald head every morning after he shaves. But if you wanted to put, maybe an oil that you particularly love, like maybe Balance or Wild Orange in that lotion, and then give it your own scent, create your own lotion, if you will, it's amazing for that. Then you've got, this is our On Guard mouthwash, the Deep Blue rub. Here's another hand soap dispenser. Then our fractionated coconut oil. Then you've got amazing oils in here. This is wintergreen, lemon, breathe. Let me see if I can tell what all's in there. Nope, I can't. But I can look that up if you're interested in what oils come with this kit. There's On Guard, our protective blend that helps to keep your immune system healthy. On Guard hand sanitizer. You get this lovely box to keep your oils in. This is the On Guard beadlets. Oh, this is a breathe stick. So basically it would be like the consistency of Vicks rub, if you will. Putting that on the bottoms of your feet or on your chest for coughing is going to be really helpful, and it's going to help open up those airways. So basically this whole kit is a great way to start not only helping with your health, with your oils and your supplements, but also helping with other things around your house, finding products that you're going to be able to continue to use to basically do a major ditch and switch with your whole medicine cabinet. And so this is an amazing kit. The price is $485. And that is a savings of $278.95 if you added all those products together. So another great buy. Now, sorry. There we go. This Well, we have a season, March to June, the end of June. My team is doing what we call Diamond Club. So we are trying to boost our enrollments, trying to boost the people that we get to touch with essential oils. And so in order to do this incentive that we've got going, whenever you purchase one of our kits with 100 PV or up to 299, that means party value. We're going to call it party value. It really stands for product value. But did you notice that on the kits? Let me go back to the beginning. So this Aroma Essentials kit is 110 PV. This one is 100 PV. This one's 125. This one is 200 and the last one is 335. Okay, so just keep that in mind for a second. Anytime, any of those first 4 kits, if you purchase those, you're going to get a free bottle of Citrus Bliss because we're doing Diamond Club. So it's just a little incentive for us. And then if you purchase the last kit for 300 or more PV, then you're going to get a free bottle of Citrus Bliss and a free bottle of Adaptive. So that is huge, guys. This is an amazing incentive to add to get these 2 free oils to in your kit. Now, also say that you go ahead and you enroll. Even if you get the 100 PV kit, you're going to get a free bottle of Citrus Bliss. And then next month in May, if you place a 100 PV order or 100 or more than 100 PV, then you're going to get 25 doTERRA bucks, basically $25 to spend with doTERRA. And so that's a big deal. So that's another incentive to go with this whole situation. So when we do start our ordering, make sure that I give you the Diamond Club promo code to put in when you check out, and then that'll get you your free oil. Now, text me. This is my personal cell phone number, 903-438-5415. I want you to text me. You can DM me on Facebook. You can put a message in the chat, and we can talk about if you have questions about any of this, if you have any, maybe you have specific health concerns that you want to discuss with me. I'd be happy to visit with you. Here's what I need you to do, since a lot of you I don't even know. When you do text me, please make sure you tell me, where you've heard of me, that you're working from this Facebook party that maybe Leah or Cindy invited you, and then I'll go from there. And then I can also help Leah and Cindy know kind of how to to follow up with you as well. So please make sure that you let me know who you are, how you're reaching, why you're reaching out to me. So another thing, and actually we're going to talk about this later, but do you see this cute little, I don't know if you can tell in the picture what that is. It's a keychain that looks like this. It's a really cute little keychain that zips up and you can hook it. It's got this little, what do they call these? I don't remember what you call this, but you can see this little thingy. It's got a name. I've lost it. It's getting so late, I don't even know. But what this is, it holds 10 different sample bottles. So these little sample bottles in here, like this. So this is really great to put your little small samples of any of your oils that you really love to keep with you. Clip it on your purse, on your keychain, and you've got your samples with you. So what I'm going to do is, if you want to book a party with us, so let me tell you the 3 kinds of parties. First is a Facebook party like we're doing here. Second would be a face-to-face party. You can invite your friends and family to your house, and I will come and teach a class, or Leah or Cindy. And then the third kind of party is a Zoom call where I give everybody the link, and at a certain time we all jump on the call together and do a party together. I give you the keychain when you book that class. And then once we have the class, for every person that you have show up, unless it's one stipulation on the Facebook party, I'll tell you in a second. But if you have a face-to-face class or a Zoom call class, I'll give you 1 sample bottle per person that attended. And you just keep that. So basically we could fill this up, because 10 people at a class is it's a pretty good class. If it's a Facebook class, I'll just fill it up. if you invited, say, 10 10 to 20, 30 people, because, a lot of people will just go through their whole Facebook list and invite all their people. Well, I'm not going to give 1,000 samples, but I'll fill up your little case. So that is one incentive. And then I've got other hostess incentives that I will do, and we'll talk about that later. But I would love to teach your friends, your family, the benefits of essential oils. And so I just encourage you to host your own class, and we can talk about those details later. I'll actually have a whole section later where I talk about hosting a party. So this is just kind of an overview, like I said. And that's for later too. So I'm going to stop share and close up here. I think that I've covered everything I wanted to do in the overview. And like I said, this is just an overview. And then throughout the week or the next 4 days, I'm going to do little chunks and go into greater detail about each of them. And hopefully by the end of the week, you will really have some great insight on essential oils, why you need them, what they mean for you, what they can mean for you and your family, as we fill your toolbox with the things that you need for natural solutions in your home. I appreciate you joining me, appreciate your time, and be watching this week for a lot of great giveaways and a lot of great information. Thanks a lot, and we will talk to y'all later. Bye.